Hey, welcome to Couch Time with Kayla. My name is Kayla and I am a mental health therapist, and the whole purpose of the series that I'm doing with Couch Time with Kayla is to just give information about mental health. It's talked about quite a bit, but a lot of people really don't know what it looks like, what is included in mental health. And so since I love talking about the junk, I figured why not just have a whole series dedicated to it, which comes from my nice comfy couch. Shout out to 90s babies. But really, this series is about just sitting, unloading, and answering the question of what is therapy. We talk about it, buzzword. You see people say, hey, my therapist said this and all of that. But really, we don't spend enough time trying to figure out actually like what is therapy. So what I have decided to do is to reach out to a bunch of people that I know that have been in therapy. Myself, I've been in there as well. And we're just having some talks to just unpack and understand, what do you expect in therapy? How do you know when you need to go? Maybe even when you need to bounce. Knowing when it's time to discharge. Knowing what it's like in between sessions, right? Because it's not just what you do in the session, it's what happens outside of the session too. And then last but not least, really just exploring how to find the right therapist for you. And I picked some really awesome people to do this with. And so here I'll give you a little glimpse of what some of the episodes are going to be like. Check it out.
A little defense mechanism there for me, because I was like, can she help me? Like, I know the whole, heal your inner child thing, but I ain't no baby, you know what I mean? So like, there's some like defense there for sure. Or like, does she really get it? Does she really understand, or will she really understand, or be able to kind of pull some of those things out of me? So I definitely think I was guarded and defensive a little bit. Maybe not like outwardly, but I knew internally that I was like, I don't know.
Have you seen that TikTok with that ha 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 like sound?
Oh, that guy? Yeah.
When they're like, he's like drinking the Clorox and he's like,
yes.
ha, 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 and
yes,
then like
that's exactly what
like
yes.
That is true. Like, but like that must be what you're classifying as passive, right?
Yes.
Because a lot of, if you probably looked at the comments on that TikTok, like people all were like, oh yeah, I can relate. But I would never in my life say that I was suicidal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because it's like suicidal because I want to die, right?
Like, I don't even think my therapist even used that word with me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's
It's scary to talk about.
It's uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable.
Scary. It's just like, no, I'm not like that though. But yes, like that though.
Okay with that. And there was one day I will say I was going through it. When I tell you, like, really going through it. And it was after our first session, and I like talked her whole ear off. I think we were in there for maybe an hour and a half. And something had happened where I knew that I had to make a decision, and one way or the other, I was going to be dysregulated. It was going to upset me. And then something else happened that interrupted my processing of that other thing that I had to process. And so I had to text her. I'm like, hey, I am so sorry. I don't know if you're okay with this, but I really need to talk to you. So then she's like, okay, no, it's fine. So I appreciated that I could reach out to her before the week was up, because I think there is this like thought that like I can't talk to my therapist until our next session.
This is your time. And you're paying for this time. This is your space. You're pouring your energy to seek growth. So whatever you need today. And I think that was maybe a little bit of a turning point in therapy for me, because I was like, I got to reclaim it and be like, this is mine. Like, this isn't your session. It's like
what people think healing looks like, and it's like beautiful sunshine and enlightenment. Yes. And then it's like, but what it really looks like, and it's what's her name? Old girl For Colored Girls.
Which one?
The one whose kids got dropped off.
Oh, Kimberly Elise.
With the ugly, it's basically the ugly cry with snot coming down and bags under the eyes.
So, as you can see, I like to have fun. The people I like to talk to like to have fun as well. And my hope is it just brings a lot of joy. I hope something sits well with someone. But stay tuned. It's going to be great.